Alrighty, hi everyone. Welcome to today's chair stretching class. My name is Elena Brown. On behalf of the South Central Foundation for Fitness, Dance, and the Arts, I'll be the instructor for the day. And we always want to give a big shout out to Black Visions of Wellness for giving us this platform and for supporting us through these classes. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to do our normal stretches, and then we'll do a couple of strength training exercises, and then we will finish with our wellness point for the day. Alrighty, so I'm starting by rotating my neck nice and slow. I'm actually gonna set a quick timer so we keep track of where we are today. All right. So rotating the neck in the opposite direction. Awesome job. Then we're just gonna nod up and down. And then we're just gonna hold our head down. And hold our head back. And then we're gonna go from side to side. And now we're gonna hold our head down on our right side. And on the opposite side. And back to side. Now we're just going to rotate our head again and just kind of move it freely in whatever areas you feel is necessary. Most of the time when I do this, I like to sit my neck back and then just rotate it from side to side like so. And then come to the front and come back around. Just really playing around with rolling our necks. And then we're just going to look from side to side. And then we're just going to keep our head tilted to the left. And we're going to nod up and down in the left direction. And over to the right side, nod up and down. Then keep our head still over to the right side. And return back here. Now we're just gonna shrug our shoulders up and back. Excuse me. And we're gonna roll our shoulders forward. Let me put on some music. Going backwards. Now we're just gonna pinch one shoulder up, return it back down, pinch one shoulder up, turn it back down. Now we're just gonna roll one shoulder back at a time. So my right shoulder's going back. Now my left shoulder, same thing. And right shoulder coming forward, nice and slow. And left shoulder. And then we're gonna bring our hand up on our right shoulder. Just gonna do the same movement, except it should be, it should be a broader movement now that you are incorporating your hand. So just bringing that hand forward and going backwards. Oops. Okay, so same thing, just going forwards. And now on this side, left side, just going backwards. I feel a big stretch right here in my chest and shoulder. And now we're going forward. All right, awesome job. Now we're going to bring our arms wide open and bring them back together. Bring them wide open. Bring them back together. Wide open. Back together. Wide open. And back together. We're going to bring those arms up. And we're going to interlock the fingers and stretch all the way up. You want to elongate your spine. Bring those arms down and bring your right arm across your body. And left arm across the body. Then we're going to bring our right arm, or our right elbow rather, behind the head. And left elbow behind the head. Now we are going to take our hands. We are going to take our right hand and put it over onto our side, our left side. And return to center, and same thing on the right side. Now we're going to bring our arms here in the center and extend them out diagonally. And switch. Arms above the head. And bring them down by your side. And arms above the head. Bring them down. Again, arms above the head. Bring them down. Awesome job. Now we're just going to swing this right arm across our body in a fluid motion. And left arm. And now we're taking our right arm, swinging it behind our head, arm circles. And same thing on the left side. All right, and now we're going back. Now we're going in the opposite direction. My bad, forward. Going forwards. And the same thing on the left side. Awesome job. Spread those arms out wide. Bring them in. Hug yourself. And just inhale and exhale. Do it again. This time with our left arm on top of our right arm. Inhale, exhale. And arms above the head. arms out in front of you. Allow your back to kind of hunch. Now we're going to do some wrist stretches. So just extending out those fingers and pulling them back towards you. And same thing on the left side, pulling those fingers towards us. And pulling those fingers towards us with our hand flipped down. Now just rolling our wrists. And in the opposite direction. And just shake out your wrists. All right, and now we are going to reach up and touch those toes. Slowly come up, do it again, hands above the head, and touch those toes. Reach up. Now we're just going to place our right hand on the outside of our left leg. And on the other side as well. Right or left hand on the outside of our right leg. And now we're just going to interchange, do the same thing over and over. And now we're going to place our hands in front of us and just twist like such. Alrighty, so now we are going to transition into our leg stretches. So I want us to go ahead and pull up our right leg. So our right leg is being pulled up. And extend it out all the way. So I just have it extended out and then bring it back in. And extend it out. Bring it back in. Let's change this playlist. Excuse me. And we're gonna bring up our left leg, do the same thing. So hug your knee as tight as you can. And you're gonna extend it out and bring that leg back in. And extend that leg back out and bring it back in. And extend it out. Awesome. Now we're just going to extend our legs out in front of us and touch those toes. Slowly come up, hands above the head, reach down and touch those toes. Slowly come up. We are going to place our left leg across the body, and we're just going to twirl our ankle. Just continue to twirl that ankle, and in the opposite direction. And now we are going to push down on our left knee, pushing down with my elbow, or you can push down with your hand. And now we're going to touch the toe, the right toe. Awesome job. And now I'm just extending it out like so, putting it back in, as my leg is a little tight after being in that position. All right. Moving on to the right side, doing the same exact thing, so just twirling the ankle. And in the opposite direction. And pull that leg closer. Now we're just going to push down on our left knee. My apologies if you can hear the outside noises, beeps and trucks, maybe dogs. All right, and now we're gonna touch the toes. All right, awesome job. Then I'm just gonna extend this leg out, then in, out, then in, out, then in. Awesome job. Alrighty, now we're gonna place our right leg back and our left knee is forward as if we're in a lunge in our chair. And we're just gonna sit in this position. I like to lean back and forth. I feel some tension in my lower back, so it's good to get that out by leaning back. And then touch that left toe. Awesome job. And then we are going to reach back with our left leg. Same concept. Leaning back to where the tension in the back is released. And reaching down and touching the toes. Awesome. And then what we're going to do is we are going to stand up and I'm going to place my foot on the chair and lean forward. And now we're just going to extend the leg out. And now placing our left leg on top. Doing the same thing. And stretching out that left leg. Let's see. And then placing my right leg on the chair and kind of leaning into a sideways position. I should say a side lunge. And now transitioning to the other side. Awesome job. Now I'm going to come back down to my chair, reach my hands above my head, and completely stretch out. All right. Alrighty, awesome job. So now we are going to transition into our exercises for today's class. So our first exercise is going to be squats. So we're going to just simply stand up, then come back down to our chairs. So stand up, come back down. We're gonna do that 12 times for 3 sets, and we're gonna do like 20-second rests in between. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my timer ready. Alrighty, so ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oops, 12. All right, now we're just taking a quick little break. Just breathing intentionally, and we're gonna get started with our second set. Okay. So ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome job. 20 seconds rest. I like to maintain my stance because we do a lot of sitting as is, and it's just good to keep your heart rate going by standing. So 20 seconds was on the clock, and we're about to begin, starting now. Okay, done. I don't know how you stop the timer. Okay, one more, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome job. I was about to say honestly, but awesome job, guys. Okay, so we just did that. We're gonna go ahead and transition into some calf raises. So calf raises are simply us standing up on our tippy toes and coming back down. We should be able to do this pretty fast. So what we'll do is we'll do 20, and then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll start again. I won't put a timer on for our breaks because we should be able to do this pretty fast. Alrighty, so let's get started with our calf raises. 20, ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Awesome job. Coming back down on our soles. And what really helps with this exercise, I know you'll feel the tightness in your calves. Just walk around afterwards. Just toe tap. Do a little circle around your chair if you want to. You can kind of move around your ankles a bit, like so. Kind of how we were warming up before. That's going to be super important to just keeping your muscles not as tight. All right, so let's go ahead and go in for our second set. We're doing 20 again. So you can slow it down if you need to, but I'm going to keep the pace going, okay? Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Awesome job. I'm just picking up my feet and letting my legs kind of relax. All right, so we're gonna get started with our final set. 20 calf raises. Ready and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Awesome job. I know that was definitely tough, so give yourselves a round of applause. We are going to go ahead and transition into our wellness point for the day. So, my apologies over here coughing up a lung. Let's go ahead and find our wellness point for the day. Just 1 second. Okay, so let's talk about positive self-care and taking a break. So, positive self-care can be where we are caring for ourselves or caring for a certain aspiration that we have. And so it helps us to be able to help ourselves, yes, but also help others, because we cannot be effective human beings if we're not operating appropriately for ourselves. We can't do things for others if we aren't doing well for ourselves. And so a couple of things that you can do is you can create a self-care routine, and I like to incorporate it into my week, so it's inexcusable for me to start feeling some type of way, or at least by the time that I start feeling like that, I know that my wellness day is coming. So you can set a day like Saturday to have a self-care day, Sunday to have a self-care day. Mine are normally on Sundays. What I'll do is I'll clean up my space. I will do a face mask. I will, when I did have a bath, take a bath, but I have a standing shower now. And put some aromatherapy oils in my diffuser. Watch TV, read a book, make music, do things that I truly enjoy doing, and doing it in like a clean space, a clean environment, and also with a clean body that feels amazing. You can also seek out extra things to do. So like a lot of people like to get their nails done. A lot of people like to get facials done. A lot of people like to do just different spa treatments that will make you feel good. Honestly, it could be anything that you enjoy though. You have to stick to something that you enjoy and that you are scheduling time with yourself to do. So, like going to a farmer's market, making a new meal, walking your dog, but like going on a thoughtful walk, like no phone and just concentrating on the nature and your dog and having a good time. That's what I consider self-care. And so, um, some exercises that you can do is you can think about what you've done recently that is positive self-care. So think to yourself, have you actually done self-care in the past 2 weeks, past month? And if the answer is no, and you're feeling that burnout that we oftentimes feel, we need to improve on our self-care schedule. So if that means you set an alarm on Fridays for your self-care day, or every other week, however your schedule allows, you need to schedule it in. It is just as important as a doctor's appointment, as a meeting for work, or picking up your kids from school. It's just as important, so you can show up and be your best self in the places that you are required to be. And so another thing that you can do is you can write down your positive self-care activities. So really identify what it is that you like to do, single those out, and then select the ones that don't take a lot of effort for you. So, for instance, I am a songwriter, and writing a song for me, or listening to music and connecting with that music is something that I like to do in my free time, and it's a place of peace for me. And so me identifying that and me putting towards the energy towards that is positive self-care. And it's important to do that. And sometimes, honestly, sometimes you can do self-care every day. Maybe that's in your morning routine. Maybe that's you having your cup of coffee for 10 minutes in the morning by yourself, reading a devotion, doing something that's by yourself. You're taking care of yourself, and you know you're going to feel good after doing so. So write down your positive self-care activities, and then you're going to plan what you will do for your self-care day. So like I said in the beginning, my self-care day will include making sure that my place is clean, making sure that I am clean and I'm feeling good, and I do things that I enjoy. So planning that out and making sure that you have a plan of action. And then also connected to positive self-care can be taking a break, knowing when to take a break from some things. So a lot of the times when we are burning out it's because we need a break. But when you burn out multiple times, it may be time for a more permanent change. But for this instance, we'll be discussing taking a break from the things that we will return to. And so, how do you know that it's time to take a break? When you are highly irritated, when you are not performing at your best, when your environment has maybe changed and you are reacting differently to it. There's new people in the office, or there's a difference in your environment that is causing you to feel a little weary about things. That's when you can notice that it's time to take a break. But all of all of those points really are superfluous. I would say that the most important thing that you need to know when it's time to take a break is how you feel, and the energy that you have for the other things that you need to do. So if one week you are super, super tired at work and you know you have to take your kids to a game, or do something else around the house, and you don't have the energy for those things anymore, you know you're burnt out. So take a deep breath, breathe in slowly, and then breathe out slowly. Clear your mind, meditate, take another deep breath, and feel your body relax. Feel yourself letting go and becoming more relaxed. So meditation is definitely a great way to take a break, and incorporating in that self-care routine, of course. But those are just a couple of tips that I wanted to leave with you all, knowing when to take a break and doing some positive self-care. So you don't necessarily have to force yourself to take a break. You can just, it's already in your schedule. So that is all that I have for you all today. I hope you all enjoyed today's session, and I will see you all next time. Alrighty, bye-bye. Have a good one.